Good evening. Welcome to IRACON-TV. I'm Dr.Spoorthy Kothapalli, consultant rheumatologist at KIMS Kothapalli, Hyderabad. Today we have Dr. Maya Buch, who is a consultant rheumatologist at University of Manchester, United Kingdom. Welcome, madam. So, how do you feel regarding this IRACON 23 session?
Well, I'm really excited. I was really pleased to receive the invitation. I have a strong connection with India, as my parents are from India, so I was jumped at the chance to come to IRACON, and I've never visited Hyderabad before either. So, yes, I was really excited and pleased to be here.
Any specific topic in IRACON 23 session which you are looking forward to?
So, I've already had some interesting conversations. I mean, for me, the interest is really seeing how areas I'm familiar with are practiced here. So, as you know, I have an interest in rheumatoid arthritis, and refractory rheumatoid arthritis, and systemic sclerosis, as well as cardiovascular involvement. And it's useful and quite enlightening sometimes to see how practices are different, partly because different healthcare systems, partly because the patient population and culturally there are different approaches to management. So yes, I'm looking forward to those sessions, particularly because I can make comparisons with my own practice a bit more.
Right. So I could see like you're more into this refractory rheumatoid arthritis. So what made you draw into this specific knowledge?
Yeah, so I mean, I've been involved in clinical and research activity across in rheumatoid arthritis for a while, but I think what's become evident and interesting is that despite the highly effective treatments that we have, people with rheumatoid still fail many of these treatments. So refractory rheumatoid arthritis was something that we considered 20 years ago, but it's still present now. And that raises interesting scientific questions in terms of what's the underlying biology, but also it's obviously a clinical challenge in terms of how to manage these patients effectively. And so that's why I'm focusing in my rheumatoid arthritis program. I'm particularly focusing on refractory rheumatoid arthritis. Biggest burden, biggest impact to the patient and the healthcare service. So it's a big area of unmet need.
So I suppose you did have some talks with that Indian rheumatologist regarding the treatment of refractory rheumatoid arthritis. So do you think there is any difference between your UK treatment versus the Indian treatment of refractory rheumatoid arthritis?
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's probably relevant to say that treatment of rheumatoid arthritis is different. And from what I can gather, it's a whole host of factors. It's partly, remember, patients here have to pay for their own medicines. In the UK, we have a national health service, so we don't have that so much as a barrier, but that will influence how patients take their medicines. And I've heard a lot that patients here don't necessarily take treatments continually because it's mainly to focus on the symptoms. And that raises issues in terms of the concept of maintaining disease-modifying therapy. So there's quite a lot of difference as well because of JAK inhibitors and tofacitinib now being generic and affordable. That's become a predominant drug being used, whereas still in the UK elsewhere, our treatment approach starts different in terms of often still TNF inhibitors. For refractory rheumatoid arthritis, the reality is even in the UK or anywhere else, we don't have a massive evidence base. Often it's JAK inhibitors everywhere here, and because they're the last resort treatments, in a sense, people have already cycled and switched through the other classes of biologic drugs.
So given that case, in probably next down 5 to 10 years, probably the Indian data regarding the tofacitinib and baricitinib in rheumatoid arthritis would probably have a better evidence.
Yeah, it might be. You're quite right. I think what you're doing is highlighting the importance of gathering such data. And the huge advantage in India is population and numbers. And so in a relatively shorter duration of time compared to what in the UK or the West we do, you can start gathering sizable evidence. And if you're using JAK inhibitors that much more, I think you're in a very good position, but it requires obviously organization, coordination to get robust data. And that's sometimes a challenge, but yes, I agree with you. The other point also is often the evidence base that we have is focused on Western populations, or say the research I do, we have a mixture of different ethnic populations, but it's still predominantly Caucasian, and that might not be applicable to populations here, societies here and elsewhere. So I think it's really important, as you say, to try and get your data. Yeah.
So now that you are in Hyderabad for another 3 days, any specific plan you have made to look?
Yeah. You see, the talks are smack bang in the middle of the day. So I'm trying to find time when I like cultural sites. So the fort I'm keen to go to. And there's a really tall Buddha, the world's largest Buddha, and some of the old, from the Mughal Empire, some historical sites. So I'm keen to try and fit that in. I'd like to see, it's fantastic seeing the financial district in New Hyderabad. I'd like to see a bit of traditional old Hyderabad as well. Although I'm used to coming to India, there's a different historical context here.
And yes, definitely you have to taste our Hyderabad biryani.
Yes, I know. Yes, on the cards. I just have to make it happen. Yes.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thanks.